G'day everyone and welcome to Charge. My name's Matt Thompson. This is Nathan Schmook from AFL.com.au. Welcome, Nathan.
Thanks, Matty.
All right, we do begin with some sensational news from the match review panel. North Melbourne veteran Brent Harvey has been sent straight to the tribunal on a misconduct charge. Now, as I say, this is straight to the tribunal, so let's look straight at the tape. You can see here he slings Liam Picken over his shoulder, and then it looks like there's contact from Harvey's elbow to Picken's throat. Your thoughts, Nathan?
Yeah, there's two incidents here for the tribunal to look at, Matty. As you say, throwing him over his shoulder and then pinning him down with his forearm on his throat, almost his elbow there. So quite dangerous actions, and you can understand why the MRP sent this straight to the tribunal.
That contact with Picken's throat, similarities to the Lake Petrie incident from just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely. Lake got 4 weeks. I think this is probably just shy of that incident. Probably doesn't hold him down as long or as aggressively. So I'm thinking just shy of 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. The problem for Brent Harvey is he's got quite a severe loading for his suspensions in the 2012 finals. All
right, put yourself in North Melbourne's shoes now. How do you think it will play out at the tribunal tomorrow night?
I think he has to go to the tribunal and take the opposite approach to Lake and almost accept that this is what he's done and he's at the whim of the tribunal. Not try and challenge it, not try and argue that it was aggressive wrestling as Lake did. Just put his hand up and say, give me what you're going to give me, and he might get off a little bit leniently.
All right, it's a really interesting case, that is for sure. Next up, another interesting story. Of course, Nat Fyfe has been in the headlines all year long in terms of the match review panel because of his status as a Brownlow contender. As we know, he's already ineligible, but he's been charged here with striking Jordan Lewis, intentional, low impact and high contact, and it's a 2-match sanction that has to stay at 2 matches.
It does, Matty. There's going to be a bit of debate over where this contact is. So Nat Fyfe throws the right arm and he gets him in the arm, Jordan Lewis, but it almost slides up because of Lewis throwing his own arm up. So I think there's a case for Fremantle to challenge here. They get a free swing. They're not risking any extra suspension. So they might challenge that this is body contact rather than high contact.
And that could potentially reduce it down to 1 match, you think?
Down to 1 match, yes.
Yeah, all right, we'll watch this space on that one. Now to 2 incidents involving Daniel Wells. I'm going to walk you through these one by one. First of all, the striking charge. Now, this is intentional, low impact and body contact. Now, that comes out at a reprimand. Now, over the page, the second incident, rough conduct, negligent, medium impact and high contact. That's a 2-match ban down to 1 with an early plea. So the total is a high 100 points, so 1 week suspension. Let's go through both incidents. First of all, the striking charge.
Yeah, so there's 2 strikes in here, Matty. The first doesn't really have any impact, but he follows up on Shaun Higgins and puts him on the ground. So we've seen this year, when you do strike a player and they go to ground, that's when the MRP is really onto it. So he could be in trouble there. His good record does get that down to a reprimand before we look at the second case. All
right, so he takes the points from that one. That was in the 3rd quarter. And then what we do is we look at the second incident, which was a rough conduct charge. This is where it's 2 down to 1.
Yeah, so this got a bit more attention, Matty. Shaun Higgins fumbles the footy a bit. He does gather just in time, though. And Daniel Wells, instead of choosing to tackle, chooses to bump. That's where he's in a bit of trouble. And he also could have caught him high then. The MRP's deemed that he has. So I don't think there's really any option for him to challenge because he gets a good discount for his good record and he gets the 25% discount for pleading guilty. Gets it down to 1 week. I couldn't see them challenging that. They've got off pretty lightly with the 1 week.
It'd certainly get pretty complicated for us if he was to challenge one of the charges, but the sum total is he comes out with 1 week at the end of the day, and I think that's the important thing that everyone wants to know.
Exactly.
All right, Nathan, there's lots to talk about. You can join the conversation with us on Twitter if you like. We will hear from the MRP tomorrow, and of course we'll have coverage from the tribunal tomorrow night. For Nathan Schmook, I'm Matt Thompson. Thanks for watching.